Metal Gear Solid is a series based around stealth and goofy action. Throughout the series, one item continued to make an appearance, the cardboard box. If there's anything that's as inconspicuous as possible, it's the cardboard box. So, logically, that's what I'll be using to conceal the clapping of my ass cheeks. Here's the big question. Can you beat Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain in a cardboard box? Let's find out. Here are the rules. The majority of my time must be spent inside the box. You'll find out in a bit why I say majority. I can shoot, run, and slide in the box. I can also Fulton targets while inside the box, but spoiler alert, I won't be doing much of that. Now that we have that out of the way, it's time to... what is it? Oh yeah, the prologue. I forgot. I wake up from a long nap and scare off the nurse with my Alpha Gamer Musk. I give the doctor my name and birthday to verify that I'm old enough to play the game, and I have an early midlife crisis when I realize I'm already 21. I look in the mirror, horrified that my abuse of Xanax and Lean turned me into a shriveled old man. The doctor gets snuck up on like a loser. That person also gets snuck up on like a loser, and then I get choked out by a woman, making me the biggest loser in this room. The lady reenacted that one scene from Zoolander and said fuck the stairs. Joshua Graham injected me with a stim pack and I was on my way. Very slowly. Holy fuck, this shit is slow. Whoever at Konami decided that the main badass, super cool, soon-to-be buff, gun-toting, deep-throating superhero should move at the pace of an elderly snail high on the most potent strain of marijuana known to man deserves to be fired immediately. At this pace, the up-and-coming rapper in the comments section of SoundCloud has a better chance of making it than Snake does. I'm just gonna skip the majority of the prologue. Fireman shows up, we escape, we crash, we escape again, we crash again. I meet Revolver Ocelot and begin my journey. As you can see from the prompts, I was using a controller. This was mainly because I played the game on my PS4 before. I later switched to keyboard and mouse because fuck continuity. My first mission is to rescue Miller from the Soviets. I don't have access to a box in this one, so let's pretend like it never happened. After getting into some trouble, the mission is a resounding success, and I abuse my soldiers in a celebration. Finally, my most versatile weapon, the box. I get to take my new box on a test drive in the Afghanistan wilderness. This is where I find out an important detail. For whatever reason, you can't open doors in the box. This is where I add a new rule. I can leave the box in order to open doors, but I can't take more than a couple steps to open it. Otherwise, the challenge is over. Technically, the challenge is already over, but I'll stretch the rules as much as I can. On my next mission, I find a ferocious animal and extract it. This gave me a morale boost to ace this one. I return back to base, meet my new puppy, and learn that OSHA doesn't exist in this Metal Gear universe. Mission 6 is the first test of my patience. The file is over 50 minutes long, and a majority of that is just running. In this mission, I have to find a weapon called Honeybee. I forgot where it was, so I had to extract a prisoner to find out. Problem is, he's indoors. This is where I add a new rule, so I don't end the challenge early. I can get out of the box to pick up the target, throw the target, get back in the box, walk up to the target, and repeat this process until I can get them to a helicopter. I find the Honeybee, meet burn victim Zorro, and fight off the skulls. I'm not supposed to use the weapon, but fuck it, who cares? Not like I'm using the money for anything. Most of these missions don't have much story relevance, so I'll just skip to the first boss fight. Quiet. This fight is supposed to be another test of patience and sniping skills, but the box is more powerful than any sniper. 2 concussions and she's down for the count. I'm about to kill her, but I figure she might be useful down the line. Unfortunately, I had no idea of the consequences of doing so. I can't throw her, which means I have to move without the box. The challenge has already failed, considering I've taken off the box on multiple occasions, so I'll excuse this. Quiet does quiet things, and we make it back to base. The boys aren't too happy with a woman being brought on base. I forgot about the no girls allowed sign we left outside. My next mission, rescuing Huey. This guy, fuck this guy. I absolutely hate his guts. He's a coward, a scumbag, and he pisses his pants. Who the fuck pisses his pants? I find him and reluctantly bring him with me. At this point, my patience was wearing thin, and I decided to take the walker gear instead of throwing him for a mile. As punishment for breaking the rules of the challenge, Skullface sends a Metal Gear after me. I sneak past it and exfiltrate without any injuries. After some well-deserved torture, we find out Skullface emigrated to Africa. Now I can see how my box fares in a more wet environment. It sucked. Bad. Africa's weather includes rain, rain, and more rain. When cardboard gets wet, it breaks. I tried waiting it out, but gave up and decided to trudge onwards, using up many boxes in the process. I find some dudes taking a break at the pool, and move on to my least favorite mission, Mission 14. This one, oh boy. It's so strict in how you complete it. It's fucking insane. You do this, you break it. You do that, you break it. You jerk off in the bathroom, this game knows, and it breaks the mission. I tripped the alarm once, and these two just had gay sex in a shack for over 20 minutes. I ended up looking for a walkthrough and finding the target myself. I get an infinite loading screen and peep on Quiet for a bit, which leads her to join my squad. Must be my Chad physique. On my next mission, I rescue some children.
Boss, you killed a child.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
I actually did save them. Except for the crippled one. He couldn't walk, it was no use to me. I decided to bring Quiet on Mission 20, not knowing what kind of mission it actually was. Here it is. The next boss fight. You can't even enter the area in your box, and I assume you can't leave in it because of these curtains. The reason I say I assume is because I panicked when the fireman showed up, and I just booked it. Unfortunately, while you're on fire, you can't put on the box. It just instantly erupts in flames. So excuse me if you see me running without it. This boss wasn't difficult either. You just had to lead him to one spot and fire a rocket at this water tank. To be honest, Quiet was more disappointing than I remembered. She didn't have any of the usefulness of D-Dog. She's not even that good of eye candy, because she's perched on a ledge all the time. I bring her on a few more missions nonetheless. Now is the little fight against Eli. His fight was more annoying than anything, but he legitimately ended the run for real this time. You're forced to carry him, and you can't throw him. If anything else invalidated the run, this did. I continued on anyways, knowing my efforts are futile. Quiet faced one last workplace microaggression. I completed more missions, and I meet Code Talker, who makes me smoke that OG alien before I'm allowed to speak to him. Oh yeah, forgot to mention the other boss fight, the skulls, again. This one was supposed to be another intense sniper battle, but I just ran past them easily. I try to escape with the old man, but the skulls find us yet again. This one wasn't bad either. I ran out of ammo, but Quiet helped finish them off. Code Talker cures our soldiers of the cooties. We torture Huey again, and take the fight to Skullface. After finding him, he gives me a very long speech he spent 9 years memorizing. I still find this really funny, so I'll show the footage of this one part. This is the unedited audio. Anyways, the final boss. This was the final test to prove how viable the cardboard box actually is. I only died once, that's how viable it is. With some airstrikes and chopper assistance, I take down a Metal Gear, and Skullface gets game ended. That's it. That's the end. Just kidding, there's more. Completed a few side quests.
Or I can do this.
Amazing.
Murder my own staff, you know, important shit.
What good men, dude?
Yeah.
Didn't salute. Fucking don't even give him an honorable death.
Then, I finally reached the end. This tutorial again. Fuck me! Fast forwarding through this bullshit, and we find out that I'm actually an imposter Big Boss. In reality, I'm a SoundCloud rapper who served under Big Boss in the war against Spotify and Apple Music. There we go. Actual credits. Now that I've beaten the game, what's the verdict? Can you beat Metal Gear Solid 5 in a cardboard box? No. No, you can't. See you next time.